Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick, from the City of Hampton's Communications and Marketing Department. And today we have a special treat. We've brought some guests into the studio that have four legs because we're talking about some renovations to one of Hampton's bark parks for dogs. My guests today are Sara Abel from Parks and Rec.
Hey, how are you?
And Steve
Worthley,
I'm so sorry, from a dog walking business and a volunteer who is becoming rapidly a dog whisperer for your clients. And now you came last year, and so I want you to introduce the repeat visitor first, if you don't mind.
Okay, so last year this gentleman was here. I had fostered him overnight to bring him to the show, and I ended up adopting him. So this is, his name was Newman at the time.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of boring, so I named him Sexy, and it's mainly because of his, when I deal with female, I modify bad behavior, so when I have what I call feisty female dogs that just need to be, dominated and, taught how to be submissive. He's really, really good with the female. So, yeah, they think he's sexy and they follow him around and they all fall in love with him. So he really helps a lot with that.
So you're not just a dog whisperer, you
It's
have
a team
help
effort.
from Sexy here.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, the pack helps me out quite a bit. So, yeah, so this is Sexy. He's now mine. And these two guys are my clients. So I'm dog sitting him today. I run a doggy daycare out of my home. His name is Kobe. Very high energy dog. So he comes to me twice a week for 12 hours and I wear him out. And then this is Fifi. She's also a client of mine. And I'm watching her for a few nights and I'm helping her get over fear. She's a really fearful, nervous dog. So I'm exposing her to different things like this and other dogs to help calm her down.
So we love our four-legged friends, and we have a park that is really, at this point, almost just for them. Certainly people can come, but you are renovating it. Sara, tell us a little bit about Ridgway, for starters, is a very small park that a lot of people don't even know exists.
It is. It's a very small park within our city of Hampton. It's very limited parking as well. It was originally for our dogs, and we had a little playground also. And now we're doing some renovations, and we're kind of going to kick it off with this grand opening of our event that we've had in the past called our Poochapalooza for Poochapalooza Howl'oween. So it's interesting. It's going to give us a little bit of a spin on introducing this new grand opening of our park and celebrating our dogs and also celebrating Halloween.
That's wonderful. And that's, Steve, why you were here last year. But that event was rained out twice, right?
It was.
So let's keep our fingers crossed that this year,
crossed.
and what's the date, Sara?
It's October the 26th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Ridgway Bark Park. We have many vendors. We have vendors ranging from demos from Merrimack dog training within our city of Hampton, the Peninsula SPCA. We have people doing homemade dog biscuits, homemade clothes for the pups, and it's going to be a great time. Like I said, demonstrations, live entertainment, and tons of vendors.
That sounds wonderful. And it's free, right?
It is free, and if you're not registered, you are welcome that day to bring your dog. We'll have people on site, hopefully, to get them registered and pass out information on how they can become a member of our dog park.
So let's talk about why there's a membership and why you have to register to come to the dog park most of the time.
It's just to use one of our facilities. We want to make sure all of our dogs are registered, updated with their shots, and things of that nature to protect not only our other dogs, but the people that might be visiting the park as well.
And that's a key factor, is to remember to bring that shot record. And kennel cough, I think, is one that spreads really quickly and that you all check for, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And of course, rabies and dog licenses.
Yes,
and
all
a
that
couple
good
other
stuff.
Things. Okay, well that sounds wonderful, but you told me this is a grand reopening, that you guys are doing some pretty major renovations to that park.
Yeah, we're kind of going to do a little swing on it and to have a grand reopening. Our parks crew is working very hard out there to reamp the park. They're expanding the sizes of the fences so the dogs may not be able to jump over the fences.
Right now
it's pretty small.
Yeah.
It's pretty large if you go out there now. It's going to be open the week of our festival. It's currently closed for the month. They're going to have new water fountains, the top for the public, for the adults, and the bottom for the dogs. They've taken out the playground. They're going to build new shelters, put new roofs on them, so it'll be really nice.
That sounds great. And I think, it's one of the things we hear from citizens from time to time is, where can I take my dog? Because the beaches are not dog friendly during the tourist season. We have to close them off because dogs can scare kids, and it just gets
Right.
so crowded. It's just not a safe environment. So here is a year-round park where the dogs rule.
Yeah, and not a lot of people know. It's kind of hidden a little far back.
And tell
Hopefully-
people where it is, in fact. Let's describe. It's off Mercury. It's on Mercury.
It is on Mercury. You have to kind of make a U-turn before you get to the Hardys. It's 85 East Mercury Boulevard. There is a sign. We're going to cut the brush back and hopefully get some more signage. And yeah, it should be a really great time. Steve will be out there providing some services as well. So
Yeah, so I'll be promoting my my dog running business, the Mutt Runners, and I'll also be exercising dogs for free. So you can bring your dog out, and I'll jump on my bicycle. I call it the motorcycle, and I'll go take them out for like a 5-10 minute spin, wear them out a little bit, and I'll also be teaching socialization techniques because most people don't bring their dogs out of the house because they don't know how to introduce them to other dogs and really socialize them and deal with them. So I'll be teaching people that stuff.
Oh, really? Well, I may come by. I need help with Kenai. He likes people better than dogs. He gets very nervous around other dogs.
Yeah, I can help him.
he needs Steve's services.
That's right. Well, I noticed today you actually, I will say also, it is raining as we tape this show. You came in on your bike with the dogs, and look how calm and well-behaved they are.
Yeah, this is the result of a 5-mile run. Run for them, ride for me. So I took it easy and rode the bike. But yeah, dogs need exercise, rain or shine. You know, if you think about the history of dogs and where they come from outside the wilderness. They're used to hunting and traveling for hours a day. So, you know, a 5-10 minute walk a day is really not enough. So places and services, you know, businesses like mine that exercise the dogs are good, but also dog parks where you can take them out and let them run around and get rid of that pent up energy. And, you know, getting rid of that energy really reduces a lot of the bad behavior or the annoying behavior that dogs have. So, yeah, we're hoping to really build this up and just get people out there, get their dogs out of the house, and, you know, take them on a little adventure. Like, hey, cut it out. Like today, we went on a little adventure and got her some exposure. And she's actually doing pretty good. She's usually
doing awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
normally
she
she would be in the corner shaking.
Oh, she knows
She's
you're
like, "Oh,
talking
you're
about her.
talking
Look at
about
her.
me."
Look
Yeah,
up.
I'm proud of you.
Steve, how did you learn this stuff? Are you self-taught, or were you?
Self-taught, yeah. I mean, I was in the Army, so I developed some leadership skills, you know, while I was in there. But yeah, I started dog sitting for friends because I had you know, a home with the backyard, and I would do it for free. So my friends would bring over their dogs, and they would have a list of bad habits. You know, Fifi barks at the vacuum, humps people, goes crazy when the doorbell rings. So I would just sit there as the dogs, you know, were spending a few days with me, and I would work on this behavior. So I would go ring the doorbell, you know, 10 times, and every time they acted crazy, I go up to them, I teach them how to calm down, and teach them how to react to and respond to the doorbell. And it worked, you know. And I started. The hardest part is really teaching the owners how to maintain the training that I provide.
It is a consistency thing, and it's having enough time with your dog. When you work 8 hours a day or more, it's hard to provide that. I think the dog, you know, forgets and gets into bad habits, and you're tired when you come home and all that.
Exactly. Yeah, the impact I have on families is pretty remarkable. I'm just seeing that as you know, if you think about, you know, a mother or a family that works 8 hours a day, travels 45 minutes to and from work, has to pick up the kid from school, you know, they really don't want to deal with an excited, crazy dog when they get home at the end of the day. You know, just it's going to add more stress. So when I come in and I exercise that dog, you know, for a half hour to an hour, now when the family comes home, the dogs are nice and calm, they're relaxed, they may need to go out to use the bathroom, but they're not acting crazy. And that does have an impact on, you know, on the overall family. You know, it just reduces the stress. It's one less thing that, you know, parents have to worry about today.
Jeez, so much like kids too, you know.
I was thinking that the whole time. Oh,
Yeah, I'm also
It's a
starting
good tip.
Yeah, and I'm trying to start a program with children. I'm calling it the Junior Mutt Runners, and it's a nonprofit I'm developing and working with a few companies and organizations out here locally in Hampton, where I teach children leadership skills through the pet care and promote fitness and discourage bullying and, you know, and stuff like that. So
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Every time you come, you're doing new and different things.
yeah, I'm trying. You know, I'm a young entrepreneur, just trying to, you know, make moves and yeah, do what makes me happy and help as much as I can and try to make a living off of it too. So
That's great. And these are wonderful, well-behaved dogs. It's such a treat to have him in the studio. Sara, recap for us, if you would, the Poochapalooza Howl'oween.
Screen. That's right, yeah. It's going to be October the 26th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Ridgway Park. Bring your dogs out in costume. We'll have a costume contest. The winner of that will be entered for a Bissell Spot Bot cleaner.
That's hysterical. I mean, what else do dog owners need more than that?
Bissell's donated it 3 years in a row, so it's been a very nice donation from Bissell. We'll have demonstrations from Merrimack as well. One will be at 1:30 and tentatively 3 p.m. So come out anytime between then. We'll have vendors lined up, about 21 vendors. We'll have a food vendor out there as well.
Including Steve.
Steve will be out there offering his free services for running out the dogs. It'll be a great time. I love to see everybody dressed up in their attire. Our vendors,
so people can dress up too.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
that'll
really
be
want
fun.
dogs to dress up.
We really encourage the dogs to dress up. And also, our vendors will have a contest between them to see who has the best Halloween booth. So it's a nice little spin on celebrating Halloween, the dogs, and the grand opening of our Ridgway Park here in Hampton.
Thank you. I really look forward to it.
Thanks for having us on.
And thanks for coming by and sharing your expertise and your knowledge of Ridgway with us.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for watching. I hope to see you out at Ridgway Park with your pups or older dogs. It should be a really fun time. Thank you.